What's the business? It's your boy Chaotic One, and I am back with another reaction video. Today, man, I'm going to be reacting to, of course, you know, the latest headlines. Cassie alleges some crazy things about your boy Diddy, you feel me? But before we get into that video, go ahead and like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell so you'll get alerted to all the videos I drop. And y'all ready? Let's get into this. So yeah, man, I am back because about a day or two ago, singer Cassie, I don't know if you guys know her. Cassie used to be signed to Bad Boy Records. She was a longtime girlfriend of your boy Diddy. And she came out recently and made some shocking allegations about Diddy. Now, am I surprised by these shocking allegations that has came out about him? No, I'm not, because y'all know for a minute, man, that a lot of people have been dropping tea, as you call it, on Diddy. I don't really like tea, but I got to talk about the trending topic and what's in. That's what we doing on these reaction videos. But, you know, they've been saying a lot of things about Diddy for a long time. And let's just be real here, man. This is not the first time that we have heard his name caught up in a lot of BS. You know, we just recently did a two-part episode on our Facebook Live show about Tupac Shakur. And of course, you know, Diddy came up in there as allegedly having something to do with the murder of Tupac. That's allegedly. So I'm sorry, I say further. I can't say the M word. So we're going to be respectful for YouTube guidelines. But, you know, he's been in the headlines for a minute, man. And Cassie coming out saying the things that she has saying is, I'm just really not surprised, because she's not the only person that did have something to say about Diddy and what he did. You know what I mean? But the first video that I'm going to give y'all a little piece of is your boy Roland Martin. Shout out to Roland Martin for the little bit of footage that I'm going to using it under fair use today. And he's just giving a little analogy on the Diddy situation and Cassie. Let's check it out right here.
All right, folks. The NYPD says Sean Diddy Combs is not under a secret criminal investigation. That was a result of a police spokesman yesterday saying that was the case. They came back today, said that is not true. This was on the heels of an explosive federal lawsuit filed against him by a former girlfriend. Her name, she goes by Cassie. Her full name is Cassandra Ventura.
And I will be showing these papers. I got the paperwork that he got, so I'm going to dive a little bit into that as well. But let's go.
Filed this lawsuit accusing him of physical rape, abuse, and sex trafficking. The 35-page lawsuit.
Woo, that's deep, man. You know what it sounds like to me, man? It sounds like to me that he gonna be the next surviving Diddy. I don't know who this brother done pissed off, or whatever the case may be, or maybe it's just a time for his bullshit to just come to the light. Excuse my French. Just to come to the light, man. I don't know, but the time, he's been in a lot of stuff for years, man, and it's crazy. But let's continue.
She released the following statement about her suit. After years in silence and darkness, I'm finally ready to tell my story and to speak up on behalf of myself and for the benefit of other women who face violence and abuse in their relationships. With the expiration of New York's Adult Survivors Act fast approaching, it became clear that this was an opportunity to speak up about the trauma I've experienced and that I will be recovering from for the rest of my life. New York's state.
Yeah, so you know that right there. Shout out to Roland Martin. Like I said, appreciate, you know, the footage. Yeah, your boy Diddy, man, is crazy, and these are alleged allegations, which I personally, I mean, if we could give our own theory on how we feel about it, I mean, I believe some of it. I believe probably all of it. You know what I mean? Because you got to think about some of the people that's been around him, some of the things that's been said around him. They just were speculating that his kid's mom, Kim, that he might have had some foul play done in that situation. So I am not surprised by what Diddy, what's being said about him, I should say. You know what I mean? So I got another video that I wanted to tap into. Let's check it out right here. Another video talking about Diddy. And this one right here is provided by your girl Tasha K. Shout out to Unwind with Tasha K for the footage, man. I'm just using it under fair use to react to it. This video is older. It's about 4 years old, but I chose this video and to give you a little piece of it because of the fact that this is 4 years ago and she been saying this. So for it to be finally coming out now, was it a lie? I mean, I don't know. Let's get into it right here.
We're going to start with Cassie's ass, all right? Because she don't know how to move on. Now, I get it. Diddy ass has been baiting her in, and he keeps reposting old videos of her taking verbal shots and everything. But, girl, you got a whole baby inside of you, and you got a new man that loves you. But instead, your ass want to dwell on. I know y'all probably saying, Tasha, she just want to teach us what she's been through, okay? Or she wants to reflect on that. I get.
Now, mind you, this particular video, she uploaded like 5 years ago. So this is her saying this now. Imagine, and like I said, I gave you this video just to show you that for 4 or 5 years, it's already been out there. But I guess Cassie finally just got to the point where it was like, I need to get over this situation and came out now. But let's continue.
That, but this ain't the time to do it, okay? You got a new man you need to be focused on and a new baby. And this is how I know that her ass still ain't got over Diddy. And I think, honestly, she done moved on too fast. And I don't think this relationship between her and Alex fine, even though he is really fine for a white guy, I ain't gonna lie. But her and Alex fine ain't gonna let.
Now, y'all know I don't do all that extra messy stuff, but I'm just showing y'all, and y'all know my point. I'm just showing you that Diddy has been under allegations for a while. But let's continue.
And when that baby come in the mix, we're going to really see it. And this ain't got nothing to do with me hating on it. I'm just telling you what it is. But I'll explain it in a minute after I read this post, okay? She says, she posts this to Instagram and says, Cassie, do you ever come across old pictures of yourself and get blown away by how much you're involved, okay? When I look at pictures, it brings me back to the exact same place and time where I can literally touch the feelings I was feeling, almost experiencing them all over again with a sense of calm. It's a form of therapy for me.
So with this being said, like being like 4 years ago, she's just speaking from the aspect of what Cassie was doing at the time. And I guess Tasha K is pretty much insinuating that was she really over him at this time? And this had to be what, about 20, maybe 2018, 2017, something like that. So let's continue.
Was I happy? Was I eating that day? Did I sleep the night before? What was I stressing about at the moment? What front did I have up that day? This photo was me in New York on May 31st of 2017. I feel sad for the girl in the picture because I know personal demons she was battling. But I'm so excited for the growth to come. It's bittersweet. And I want you to hold that thought, okay? Because she said, I'm so excited for the growth to come, which means she ain't grew yet, okay? She just jumped and moved. There's a difference.
Tasha K is crazy, man. Shout out Tasha K. As she was saying that she was just saying that in this place right here, she probably moved on too quick from Diddy at this time and wasn't really over him. I'm really still really curious at this point as to what made her also come out more recently with the allegations over Diddy again. So let's get back into it.
I broke up with Diddy, I believe, at the end of 2018 or something like that. It wasn't that long ago. Jumped in, married a personal trainer that he paid for, which means she fucked up that man's salary, okay? He was making good money from Diddy and everything. Supposed to train her, but he was fucking her instead, okay? I can see why Diddy is a little salty about that. Diddy don't like his girls fucking around. You know, he has a history of beating their asses. That's not allegedly. Anyway. But I say this.
She extra off the top with it. But man, I wanted to use that video just to show you guys that, you know, Diddy has been out here doing that for a while. And it's been alleged, you know, through like people like Gene Deal and different people like that have said things. You know, Gene Deal was the bodyguard of Diddy, and he exclusively worked with Diddy. And he has been dropping a lot of jewels. Like I was just watching an interview where he actually said, he came out and said that allegedly Diddy was planning on getting all the girls of Danity Kane. Remember the group Danity Kane from his TV show that he was producing? He was allegedly supposed to got all the girls from Danity Kane strung out on drugs and was supposed to like sold them out to the homies and stuff like that. And that's something that Gene Deal said exclusively in his interview. And Gene Deal has been saying the same thing about Diddy and the situation for years. I mean, he has even touched on Cassie, you know, several years ago and was talking about the whole situation and how Diddy was abusing her and pulling her hair and allegedly like stomped her out with a baby in her, all kinds of this stuff, man. You know, this dude, man, he puts up, you know, one thing about the music industry is they base everything off of image. So what they try to do is try to put this clean, good guy image on a person or a woman, and sometimes that person can be ruthless and lethal and a lot of things. You understand what I'm saying? And sometimes, you know, that's just what they do. They push off an image. So a dude could be a monster, but the way he's promoted inside the industry is to be an angel. You know what I mean? And some of these guys are not angels. You know, not only just from women, like I said, you know, it's also came out that he has something to do with Kim, which is his kid's mother, you know, that he might have allegedly had something to do with that because, you know, she was coming out with a tell-all book and was supposed to been dropping some gems about him in there. And maybe he didn't want that to see the light of day. And I'm just at an all right now that Cassie came out with the same thing because also it was another woman. I almost feel like it might have been his uh daughter's mom. He had another little small daughter or an ex-girlfriend of 4 or 5 years that also had came out and was saying that Diddy was abusive and that he was whooping on her and doing all this other stuff and abusing her and everything. So it's been alleged for a long time that Diddy's just been out here putting his hands on people, women especially. But you know, he got a few cases of putting his hands on some guys too. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to share you a little bit of the court documents that Cassie allegedly had filed against him. So let's see. I don't know if you guys can really see this. I'm going to, if you can't see it, what I'm going to do is I'm going to read a little bit of it. So it says in the preliminary statement, it says defendant Sean Combs is a rapper and record executive popularly known by his stage name Puff Daddy, P. Diddy, or Diddy. Mr. Combs came to fame in the early 90s with his record label Bad Boy Records. He rose to prominence in the music and entertainment industry over the decades and is regularly referred to as a hip-hop mogul. In 2022, Mr. Combs received a Lifetime Achievement Award at the BET Awards. During his acceptance speech, Mr. Combs stated, "I have to give a special shout out to you, love, to the people that was really there for me." He named a number of people before adding, and also Cassie for holding me down in the dark times. Love. The truth, however, is that Cassie, Miss Cassandra Ventura, was held down by Mr. Combs and endured over a decade of his violent behavior and disturbed demands. For Miss Ventura, the dark times were those she spent trapped by Mr. Combs in a cycle of abuse. From what she claims, he raped Miss Ventura in her own home And I have to say graped because of YouTube. So y'all know what I mean, though. He graped her in her own home. And after she tried to leave him, often punched, beat, kicked, and stomped on her, resulting in bruises, busted lips, black eyes, and bleeding. Blew up a man's car after he learned that he was romantically interested in Miss Ventura, which we heard Roland Martin talk about. Forced Miss Ventura to engage in sex acts with male sex workers, and this dude was just getting it off, masturbating and filming it. Like, he also ran out of his apartment with a firearm in pursuit of a rival industry executive who he learned was nearby. He demanded that Miss Ventura to carry his firearm in her purse just to make her uncomfortable and demonstrate how dangerous he is. And he introduced Miss Ventura to a lifestyle of excessive alcohol and substance abuse and required her to procure illicit prescriptions to satisfy his own addictions. Man, I can't get into all this, man. It's like 35 pages. I would be here all day. Once I get my weight up and my followers up and y'all want to sit in with me and do lives and stuff, man, we will definitely be doing stuff like this. But I just wanted to read just a little bit of that just to give you an idea of what your boy Diddy has been out here doing, man. You know, not only has he just, like I said, not only has he been caught up in the grape allegations and stuff, man, you know, he's been behind, like, not paying his artists. Just all kinds of stuff, man. This guy has been in drama forever, not to mention the Shine and J-Lo thing. Like, just Diddy is just always in the bottom of something. And I'm just wondering, is it his time just for his exposing? You know, they done did Bill Cosby, you know, they done did all kinds of people, man. They tried to do Russell Simmons, you know, so they did R. Kelly. Like, is it just Diddy's time? I don't know. But here's the thing on the end of the video, to, you know, because I'm finna close this out. I just want to share this last video. And Cassie settled out of, you know, court with the lawsuit and made that happen real quick. Diddy, from what I understand, Diddy just wasn't playing. Mind you, from what I've heard, Diddy is not guilty because of the fact that he accepted or offered money to her. From what I'm told, he's not. Allegedly, he's not guilty because he did that. He just did that to make things go away, you know, quickly. Almost kind of like what Michael Jackson did. You know what I mean? Like, all these bad things come out about him and, you know, it's just dragged. And you got to think he got endorsement deals, record deals, all kinds of stuff that he probably wouldn't want to risk losing. So the best thing to do is to settle out real quick and get that over with. So allegedly, he has came to an agreement and settled out with Cassie, and that's the last video I wanted to share with y'all. Check it out.
We have breaking news now involving Sean Diddy Combs and his ex-girlfriend, the singer Cassie. Representatives on both camps and Cassie, whose real name is Cassandra Ventura, are saying tonight that the two have settled a lawsuit she filed against the mogul yesterday in Manhattan federal court. Ventura accused him of rape and years of physical and emotional abuse. There are no further details yet tonight about the terms of the settlement.
Look how quick that happened. It comes out one day, settled the next day. So how much of what she was saying was the truth? I mean, I understand Diddy trying to do damage control over the situation, and I get that. And this could just be a move to do damage control to stop her from slandering his name. Like I said, the man is involved in all kinds of deals and everything, and I'm quite sure he probably wouldn't want to risk that. So he hurried up and settled out. But still, at the end of the day, man, how much of it is true? I mean, me personally, like I said a little bit earlier, I believe a lot of things about Puff, because to me, you know, they say where there's smoke, there's fire. And his name has been in a lot of things. A lot. You feel me? A lot. For real. If y'all want me to get a little deeper into it, just leave it in the comments section. You got something you want me to react to, definitely leave it in the comment section, and I'll do my best to get to it. You know what I mean? I go by the name of Chaotic One, program director for KMHP Digital Radio, on-air personality for the Weekend Cook-Up every Saturday, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Central Standard Time. Download our app from the Google Play or the Apple App Store. It's absolutely free. And take us with you everywhere that you go, baby. And I reacted today to Diddy and Cassie, and the craziness is going down. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. I'm out of here, man. One love. Peace.